Bruh. Alright, so we just shot the last model, so you're up next.
That's what I'm wearing? I was just asking if this is the one I'm wearing.
You see, people, when you have the right people in place and all the negative energy away and you throw out the trash, yes, throw out the trash.
I'm in Miami, I'm home, and I'm actually home because I'm going to the Strong Arm Radio live with Teddy T and DJ Skull.
How do you handle that one friend or family member who you know is secretly always in competition with you?
And this other stylist, like who's the other stylist?
Yeah, it's some lady from Florida. I think her name like Cashe or something. I don't know who she is, but apparently that's the stylist that he wanted me to go with. He was like,
Girl, this is my city.
So Asia, she hit me up and she said, I need to fit you. Okay, I'm thinking maybe she has a formal fitting, you know, with everybody, all the models. However, it ended up being on the rooftop. It was just me and her at the time. And walks in KL.
And then I find out you're doing secret fittings with
No. It was not secret.
Chambers.
Because if it was a secret, you wouldn't be here.
So today, I get to the meeting location, and it's this rooftop pool, but we're actually not doing a meeting. Asia's actually doing a photo shoot. Well, some kind of shoot with Daryl. I don't know.
What I got?
Yeah.
Situation.
Oh, that's what we call it.
A situation ship.
A situationship. Just as I thought, something's going on.
No, for real. Tell me, what's he making?
That's Daryl, you know.
No, I don't know.
Sit out, enjoy some sun, have a cute little cocktail.
Period.
Period,
Enjoy the
boo.
breeze.
Yes, let that hair down.
Gonna be a whole bunch of press, paparazzi, you know, red carpets.
I mean, the bottle girls coming through the crowd. Bring on the sparklers. That's my type of party. Anytime we line it up like it's the 4th of July in the club, that's my type of night.
Can you be my exception?
All on DC. Out of all the people, DC.
Say what? Get fly. Say what? Get fly. Say what? Get fly. Say what? Get fly. East Coast, get fly. West Coast, get fly. Midwest, get fly. You know that we get fly. East Coast, get fly. West Coast, get fly. Dirty South, get fly. You know that we get fly. Yeah, I said it, get fly. We gon' get fly. Yeah, I said it, get fly. We gon' get fly. Say what? Get fly. Say what? Get fly. Say what? Get fly. Say what? Get fly. East Coast, get fly. West Coast, get fly. Midwest, get fly. You know that we get fly. East Coast, get fly. West Coast, get fly. Dirty South, get fly. You know that we get fly. Yeah, I said it, get fly. We gon' get fly. Yeah, I said it, get fly.
So I'm still in Miami. I'm still doing all these press runs. I'm still catching up with family and friends. And now I just finished my client Veronica V's EP cover. And guess what I got next? Behind the Fabric TV. It's an amazing TV series show, or however you want to call it, in South Florida that features some of South Florida's fashionistas, and they had done already reached out to me months ago about being on the show. So the host, I dressed the host. I kind of gave her some pointers on what to look like, what she should like, what she should wear, what she shouldn't wear, and it was amazing. And I walked into lights, camera, action.
Hello, welcome to Behind the Fabric. My name is Sydney, and I am here interviewing the lovely, the beautiful Cashe.
As a stylist or whatever creative you are, keeping your name relevant and keeping yourself relevant is very important, because that's how we get our jobs. It's not like back in the day where, you wouldn't really know the glam team, or you wouldn't really know who was behind the scenes in production. Now in this day and age, everybody's in the forefront. So it's very important to stay relevant in this game, in this industry, if you want to be successful, if you want to remain a name in the industry. So I kind of keep myself busy between Miami and Atlanta. And I'm working my way other places, and I'll let y'all know that, but not right now. But it's very important to stay relevant and humble as possible.
So a typical question is how to get in the business. As other stylists, they see themselves creating looks for people, but they don't know how to brand themselves, how to get into it. What's your advice to those people?
You need to be persistent, and you need to be professional about your work and who you are. And as far as branding, you have to always remember that you are your model. You are a walking billboard. Now, I'm not saying I'm a fashion stylist, but I'm not fashionably loud. But I'm a fashion stylist. Just like with a hairstylist, you want to do my hair, but your hair over here. So no.
Something that you said that I definitely want to pinpoint. I need everyone to respect people's professions. If you are a stylist and you were hired to style, let me do my job.
Right.
Let me do my profession, what I am great at. Let me show you my greatness.
Absolutely.
Trust me, you know?
Absolutely.
What she was saying about the looks, I come to my friend from Florida who I ain't talked to in a few years, and I know you expensive, girl, but talk to me. I need her to do probably 2 or 3 looks. What are you charging right now?
My eye is totally different. And to be honest with you, I don't think that style can be taught to anyone. I think it's a gift that you walk with. I'm very big on being relevant in this game and networking. So if you want to stay in this game and make yourself a household name, you got to get out here and run these streets and network with these people. This fake social media, I work, I travel, I get money. The gag is all I'm running nowhere fast. I have no other outlets. I think that's enough. Done. No snappy, no tweet, none of that.
So you can go see exactly what she's talking about with the red
or
hair.
Or you can even go to Fashion Bomb Daily Mag Instagram as well too. I was amazed with that, but because they did feature me. Make yourself a household name, because it's so much fake working out here till it ain't even funny.
Well, I feel like we've gotten to know so much about you.
Right.
And now it's just more than the styling. You can book her for creative directing as well.
Right.
So she is a woman of many talents, and she gave you her handles. So you know how to get in contact with her. So are you going back to Atlanta? Are you staying in Florida for a little bit?
I'll be in Florida for a little bit, for a couple days. I got something up my sleeve. I'm filming for something, and I just have a lot of other things going on. I'm making a lot of business plays around here because I'm branding myself in Atlanta as well as home. I just felt like if I was gonna brand myself in Atlanta, it was only right for me to come home and do the same. And let everybody get a feel of what I have going on here and there. So today was a very blessed day, and I'm happy for every job that comes my way. So on to the next gig.
So today I'm checking out the PMAC, which is the Pro Makeup Artist Conference Expo by Gwyneth Mosby. We work with them a lot, with a lot of different makeup artists, but they actually have a conference every year and it's really big, and they do some over-the-top makeup, workshops, tutorials, you know, all that jazz. A big makeup conference from around the world. I'm looking for a new makeup artist to join the group or to work with us on this upcoming fashion show.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Okay, I see. Okay.
What's up? With the makeup, the little makeup thing that's going on downtown.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I got an event today though.
I thought, cause Asia coming up, I thought, you know, because y'all was a package deal, that she was that you was gonna be with her.
Who said what package deal?
Oh no.
You still talking about what package deal?
Yeah, I thought that.
Nah, I got an event, so I mean, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make that. Whose event is it?
It's Pierre's. He's somebody I wanted to introduce y'all to, but I guess I'll introduce y'all to him, you know, at another time or whatever. Asia about to be here in a second, so I'm gonna tell her you was talking about her.
What you gonna tell I said? What you gonna tell I said? Cause I ain't say nothing.
No, I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing. Alright, dude.
She hit me up though. She did text me at like 2:40 in the morning and said she told she want to couch.
Oh, why she always hitting you up doing these 2 a.m.s and 1 a.m.s and all of this? What's really going on?
I don't know. I guess it was time that she woke up.
Okay. Alrighty, sir. Alright, Mr. DC. I'm gonna let Asia know that you got another event. Alright.
Hey! Today I'm meeting up with KL and we're going to the Professional Makeup Artists Conference. And we're looking for some new makeup artists.
Last night, they don't have a guest list for her. I'm not even with this shit. I'm about to go. Last night.
It should have been the turn up. It should have been extra loud.
See, I blame you because, first of all, you got me spoiled on skipping lines, getting bottles, getting sections. So I go thinking the same thing, thinking like, oh, this is gonna be like, you know, some really big magazine official release party, and it's like, I get to the door and they're like, I don't know Tracia J.
What? I could have swore I saw her on Instagram at the event. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want him there. That's so embarrassing. How many people were with you?
It was just me. Like, nobody else came. Jhon Pierre, Melania, and isn't
That's their crew?
Yeah, ain't that some little crew? Oh, Jhon Pierre is probably gonna say, oh, I was in Chicago. But what about Melania? Those are your clients.
Well, when KL came to my outing, you know, we walked right in, went to our section, had our bottles, we was chilling, we had a good time. So I don't know what was going on between him and Tracia that he wasn't able to get in. I don't know if she didn't have a guest list. I don't know what was going on. I didn't go to the event, so who knows.
DC was gonna come, but I told him, don't waste your gas money. They say they don't know this girl. But she's booked, right? She's always booked, and she's always doing this, and she's always doing that. So what's the deal?
Well, did you ever see her eventually, or did you leave before she got there?
I left.
So you ain't supposed to?
I already did not want to go in the first place. Already did not want to go. We have not spoken since the infamous drink.
So what was gonna happen last night? So you was gonna be cool, or you was gonna be throwing her shit?
No, I was gonna try to support her on her endeavor. I was gonna put behind my, drama with her and just support her magazine release, I mean, that's what I came for. And plus her mama just kept asking me to come.
Well, did you hit up the momager like, what happened? I was there.
I did, and she was like, oh, just unorganized. I was like, yeah. She was like, well, you could probably see her after the event. I'm like, I can't get in. So you want me to wait outside and see her after?
So you couldn't get in. They didn't know who she was, but she was there.
Yeah, like from the pictures, it looked like she was just a regular club patron that brought her magazine to the club, and she's like official release. No, what you did was you made this flyer saying this was your release party and you was gonna be at the club, because you know how clubs be like, you can get a free guest list before so and so and so, and then you brought your little magazine with you and you went around talking about this show album, I keep saying album, I want to say album, but your magazine release party. The incident that happened at Tracia's old bootleg, whatever you call it, Pressure magazine release party. I'm not saying the magazine launch was bootleg itself, because I don't actually know, but I think I got an inkling that Tracia did some bootleg to me by not allowing me to come in, because when I went on her social media page, I see her in these $5 dresses and heels at the club, Sweet Lounge, for the magazine release party. So I think that's some really fucked up shit that she did to me. I want you to meet someone that I feel would be a great addition to what we're trying to do with this show that we're planning. Okay. Awesome. So he is a dope makeup artist. Like, he just was up there, you just missed him. Okay. But he's around here somewhere. So when I find him, I want y'all to meet, he's bomb, like
Excited.
Hot couture makeup, like
we need that. We
need
that. The fashion show coming up.
So.
Okay. Sounds good. Where you at?
That's a good question. Let's go find them.
Okay.
So I came to check out this one makeup artist. His name is Paris Hull. He's like one of the best makeup artists in Atlanta. His work is step above. So I came out to check out his work, network with him a little bit, and see if we can get him to work on our show.
KO introduced me to Paris, and he was a makeup artist there. He was doing a live demonstration on a model. She was very beautiful. I loved the dress she had on. What he was doing with her face was great.
Hey. Good.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hello, beautiful. Nice to meet you.
Like, he's really dope, so I hope that he can come on board and help us out with the next fashion show, because his skills would really bring our show to life.
You've been ahead. Everybody's been coming in here. This the look of the whole entire this should be the promo.
No, it's still in my element, doing my thing.
Okay. I wanted to introduce you to Asia Cherie. She's a fashion designer here in Atlanta. Blow by Shari is her line. So we're working together on some stuff. We're putting together this fashion show, so we're gonna call, like, we're looking for different people that are creators, because we want this to kind of be like set the tone for Atlanta, because Atlanta is up and coming when it comes to fashion. We gotta get people like in the winter, come to Atlanta and do some stuff. So I've heard a lot about this conference, so I'm glad you invited us so we can come out and Well, we're not gonna take up too much more of your time.
You gotta network.
You gotta network, work the room, get those clients.
I appreciate you guys coming out. I look forward to working with you guys.
Likewise.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well.
So overall, the event was a success. I mean, my first time at the PMAC, and I'm actually very impressed. You guys, if you're in Atlanta, check out the PMAC. It's the Pro Makeup Artists Conference. They do it every year, and they do it really big. Got a chance to network with Paris Hall. I invited him out to my fashion mixer that I'm doing, and hopefully he comes and checks it out and work with us.
Speak.
I am, coming back in town from Chicago, working with Nathan over on a few DTLR projects. And I tell you, it's my African fashion show. And my collection and my partners, oh, it's gonna be fabulous. I feel so refreshed to be back in Atlanta. The last time I was here, KL and I got into a fight over Tracia. And I don't know how that happened, but one thing I do know is that I really wanted to really make it work. So I'm here again with my fashion show to see exactly great things. So my fashion show was very packed. I was very amazed at all of the African designers and fans and people from all over the United States flew in just to be a part of this great event for my MJK and SM Fashion House collection. What a great day it was. And this is what I'm talking about. When we put on fashion shows, it's nothing but the best. Over the top, fabulous, and over, darling. It started off very amazing. I arrived, I went set up, found the models, had a great turnout, got everything orchestrated. Just nothing but fabulosity happening right here in Atlanta.
So today, my boy DC is a basketball player in a celebrity charity basketball game here in Atlanta, hosted by Angie Stone. I'm into the game, DC's playing, blink up my eye and boom. I don't see DC in the game no more. So I guess he should stick to modeling because my boy done got injured. So you know how that goes. So tonight's tonight, we doing KL's fashion mixer. A real fashion mixer. Not no staged kickback. A real venue. A real fashion mixer. Not a gala. Not to be confused with a gala or a gala. A fashion mixer. So there's this model that's been hitting me up on Facebook trying to break into the Atlanta market. He wants to become a print model. And you know, I've been giving him some tips, so he decided to come down from Minnesota to actually, model some things for the mixer and, just see if I can help him with his career. So the model King Bishop tonight, he's modeling one of my pieces that I have. And one of my original faces from Perfect Population, Lisa Robinette Latimer, she's actually one of my fashion models who's been around for quite some time. So she's coming out also to model some of my pieces. Well, really just one of my pieces, because what I'm doing with the mixer is I'm just kind of doing like them standing presentation, them walking around in the clothes, just so people can actually see them. It's a pretty decent crowd. I wouldn't say it's the most fashionable crowd, but the people that need to be there are there. And it's going good, and it's not a kickback. I'm excited. You know, I got all these people that's doing big things. They're out here, you know, they're coming to check your boy out. It don't matter if it's one person in the building, 20 people in the building, 2,000 people in the building. If you got the right people at your event, the people that's really moving and shaking, that's all that really matters, because that means you are certified in the game.
Well, I really don't want to talk about what I have going on, because I believe like when you talk about it and it doesn't come to fruition, it makes you look bad. But let's just say I have a few things in the pipeline. I want to work with some very interesting people that I've worked with a long time ago, because I feel like they were there when I was starting and they need to be there when I finish. So, you know, that's what it is, you know.
So we all pull up around the table and we're just having a little fashion talk about business and everything, and just kind of talking about the market and how we can help make the fashion community of Atlanta become better. You know, we're throwing out ideas, no drama, no bullshit, no none of that. Just straight business talk, business professionals, and I'm with it. It's legit.
How can I say this? I'm completely over Atlanta. Atlanta is some bullshit. People don't know about professionalism, cancel at the last minute. Like, I feel like, how can you build something and you want to be the best of the best, but you can't even balance your schedule? Like, everybody should have a calendar. Everybody has a phone. We have these smartphones. You can put dates in your calendar, but like, it's been ridiculous. Like, I tried to bring a group of people together to do something great, and so far it's just been like a big mess, you know. Some are which got invited here and some didn't, but as you know, late, not showing up on time. You try to bring people together to do something positive, and it's like they disrespect you.
You gotta be ready to step into the greatness, and that's what, you know, we lack to a lot. We don't step up to the plate. We always want things to be handed to us, as opposed to be stepping up and receiving it, or taking it, or making sure that we stay on the other side.
Things going good. My boy Bernard is throwing some daggers about somebody. I'm not saying who it is, but he's talking about people buying clothes and putting their tags on it. JP, but I don't know who he talking about, but he really throwing some daggers, but he also throwing some knowledge at the same time. It may be about JP, it might not be about JP. I don't know, I've never seen JP sew any clothes in my life, but hey, he might not be talking about him. He's just talking about somebody else, that's all.
It's like I walked into the room with Tracia and me and saw crickets. I swear it was more crickets there than people there, darling. But that's what I always expect when walking in one of KO's events. It's always empty.
All of a sudden, pulls up JP, Tracia, and some random individual that I don't know who she is. So when they pull up, the event is practically almost over. So everybody's leaving. So I'm not sure at this particular point why they're trying to come to my event. I don't know if they're here to start drama, start bullshit. I don't know what it is, but I'm not here for it at all. So Tracia comes in with this red wig, looking like Ronald McDonald's long lost sister. I don't know what's going on. She might be Wendy's cousin, but I'm not here for the bullshit. The shit that she pulled by not letting me into her event, because I seen that she actually had the event, and then she decides to pull up to my event. It's not gonna happen.
Y'all do know it's like 5 people for my event.
I thought they ended at 12.
Who told you to bring this right here?
What you mean, bitch? What you mean? What is that on the flyer?
It didn't say what. It said invite only. It didn't say Jhon Pierre plus Tracia.
Obviously, Tracia J had the invite.
On my phone.
But I didn't see it.
You did, though.
I think.
But we're not going to do
Anyway,
it
come
live.
on.
think we need to have a talk.
But we're not even doing it live.
I think we need to have a talk. We need to have a talk because you just scrolling up at my event. Like,
How was it?
You know, but you, I want to have a talk with you.
Yes, sir. Well then.
So I tell my client, Tracia J, that I think it would be wise that her and KO sit down and talk. Because if we're gonna make this a fashion community, we can't be having all that drama on the inside, and I'm fed up with it. I like doing business, I like doing greatness, not ghetto-ness.
Did I miss something?
So, you know, Jhon Pierre comes with some girl, her name is Ming Ink or whatever. I guess she's like a tattoo model here in Atlanta. I don't know her, don't care to know her. Hey, if I do, it is what it is. But at this particular time, I'm not trying to have his energy and another energy rub off on me or rub off on my event, because I don't know. It's just a lot of bad aura coming from those people right now.
Like, I'm trying to understand.
I'm trying to see why you got beef with me.
Last week I tried to put aside my differences because your momager, which I love, invited me to your magazine cover release party.
Right.
So I came to the party and they was like, no, it wasn't no list or whatever, but it was really quickly as soon as I said my name. So I felt like you might have told them not to let me in.
I kind of rejected him into coming to my magazine cover event last night just because I just know KL and I'm tired of the drama. It's like he's so drama filled right now, and last night was about me, and I just did not have time for KL to come in there acting like the clown that he does sometimes. So I told the people at the front door not to let him in.
The only problem was this was under my name. That was the issue with that.
It was under the magazine name?
So me and Tracia sit down and we have a conversation about what actually went on. I'm feeling some type of way because honestly, you know, through everything that transpired, I've known Tracia for quite some time. So the fact that, you know, she decided to pull what she pulled and not allow me into her event, I just thought it was very disrespectful. I really don't appreciate her doing that to me the other night. So I want to really pick her brain and see what's going on.
The last time me and you sat down, you threw a drink in my face. I'm still kind of like perturbed about that.
Because, Kale, it's just like you just keep trying to downplay me, and I don't like that. That's
Downplay
not,
you how? Like
on me and my modeling, what I'm doing, and you know, I just the talking down.
What am I talking down? What am I saying?
You know, and then I just feel like you're just trying to replace me.
How?
I don't want to get all into that. It's just.
Even though I threw the drink, it doesn't matter because he was the main one throwing the shade. And after all this, sometimes you get enough talking. Gotta throw some action in there at some point.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just a lot. Like, I want to be cool. I want to be cool with you. I want to, like, you know, work with you again because we're not even talking about the magazine shoot. What happened with the photo shoot that we were supposed to do for the magazine cover? I even put aside my differences, and then I know it was a weather situation, but
It was, and then too, that just was really, really going to be a lot for me. Now, if the weather wasn't bad that Saturday, because I was coming, and I was really coming that Saturday, so I would already be there that Sunday. It was storming. It didn't stop storming until 6.
Did you want something to drink?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me get a Tito's and cranberry.
Did you want something to drink, Mr. Allen?
so I don't know if see, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know if y'all together is always gonna be some kind of shade, because last night you was all on a positive vibe, but now you come
Why
in.
does it have to be about me being shady?
Are you sure it's his vibration?
I know it's definitely his vibration.
Why I gotta be? See, this is the role of
I
a
didn't
land.
feel no shady.
I didn't come in to be shady at all. I asked if y'all want to drink. Y'all had
But
a
you come 5
conversation.
minutes before my event is about to end, JP. Like, I didn't come 5 minutes. I was there from the beginning of yours.
And I didn't get there on time, and I've never been anywhere on time. I do apologize.
Here.
We came.
We're here.
I'm so sorry, but
That's
I'm
what I
quite
said,
sure
we
that the
here,
people
we
in the
made
press
it.
and
Why
the
don't we
PRs
live,
and
show,
the
and
team that you
support?
have, I'm quite sure they were here to publicize and make sure it was great.
We can
I
take a
came
shot
to
to
show my
celebrate the
support to you,
event.
because I know that your collection is great. I already saw it in New York. I don't need to come and sit in Atlanta. Come on, respect me. I respect you.
I know the work that you do, but I don't. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm
the
just
shade that you're
asking because you
throwing.
didn't tell me when
The
I
shade that
asked
you're throwing,
you. Is
you
this
know.
part of your new collection?
So you guys don't want to drink?
I still think it's a little trickery there, but you know what? I'm gonna forgive her and I'm gonna move forward, because I'm really just trying to push forward in this fashion industry, and I'm really just trying to make sure that this group makes everything happen.
So now that KL and Tracia have resolved their drama, we really could get some fashion things done now. And I really see us putting together some amazing events, amazing productions, because that's what we're here to do. Turn Atlanta into a fashion community where everybody respects and loves each other. That's why I'm here.
Since you still snapping. Oh my God, let me let this man. Okay, I love pictures. Keep them coming.
I am what you call a wardrobe stylist. So I create looks for people. My background has been a lot in reality television, but I also work with some of your favorite entertainers as well, from Lisa Ray McCoy, Robin Gibbons, Erica Dixon, Dr. Heavenly Kimes. There's just so many, Ruben Studdard. I've worked with Tammy Roman. I've worked with Day 26. I've worked with, I can't remember. Just Google me. It's all in there. Among some of the great things that I've already done, I've been very, very blessed with wonderful opportunities to see some amazing places and make relationships with some amazing people that people would love to meet in their lifetime. My ultimate goal, I always said I wanted to be the black male version of Rachel Zoe. You know how you have like Rachel Zoe is like the stylist of the West Coast, and June Ambrose is like the stylist of the East Coast, but you don't have like a set stylist that's known for in the South. I'm gonna be that person. I'm really not the one that just goes to anybody's fashion show. I mean, I'm a good look, so, but I figured I would be a team player. As I said, I do like, you know, I'm a team player, so I said I would come, you know, why not?
So after my event, I got an inbox from Ming. She's actually the young lady that Jhon Pierre brought to the event. And she invited me out to her fashion show that she was hosting. So I'm all about, supporting people's fashion events in Atlanta. So I decided, yeah, I'll go, I'll check it out. I'll see what it is. I'll support the community because that's me. I'm a stand-up guy. So I always want to see some fashion in Atlanta. So the fashion event today is actually at 2 Chainz restaurant, Escobar. So, I'm like, okay, we're at Escobar, it's a nice establishment. I really like the inside and everything, and I'm inside there. And then they tell us that the fashion show is actually in the back outside.
I've known KL for quite some time. Of course, we met in the industry about 6 years ago. One of my clients did walk in his show 6 years ago. And yeah, that's how I met him.
So I see Ming, I chop it up with Ming. We take pictures on the red carpet. It's all love. I'm kind of like feeling her vibe a little bit. She's a little, kind of like earthy girl. She believes in spirits and good energies. So I actually was wrong about her. She actually has some really good vibes. So I'm networking with her. And then to my surprise, I see this individual that I have not seen in years.
Me and him haven't really spoken.
But everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, and it's just so crazy.
It's called synchronicity. So we need to just put that down, hash that out, because we may as well work. We don't have animosity. This is business.
So I'm inside the event, and I see this individual. We used to share the same publicist, and when he left from with that publicist, we all had a falling out. And I haven't spoken to him in years. So I was kind of weirded out and kind of figured out I don't know if I really want drama right now. So I decided to take my girl Ming out and explain to her the situation.
Me and him used to share a publicist. Now I'm not gonna name the publicist's name.
Okay, you're right.
I'm not gonna say it right. But the publicist kind of made us enemies in a sense.
Right. So the publicist is the one that played the little
devil's
advocate.
Correct. So since then, me and him haven't really spoken.
But everything happens for a reason.
Ming, she's an energy person. So she's like, center your energy and, she talks good vibes and whatever the case may be and, all of that energy stuff. And I'm just kind of like, okay, maybe I will be a bigger person and actually speak to him.
He's a wardrobe stylist. I say that. So he does style some of the best.
Right.
So he could be.
You guys could be partnering.
He could be good for the business.
But what's the approach? How's his vibe right now? How is he like? Is he cool now, or is he standoffish?
Kind of standoffish.
Okay.
But
we could transmutate that.
So you think I should try to
I think we should, because we're already at a fashion event. That's a sync, because I met these guys somewhere else. There's no way that he's here. It has to be for you. So you go ahead and seize the day, carpe diem, and let's, work with the universe and see where it goes. And worst comes to worst, if we don't like him, then he'll just be our enemy for real.
So I show up, my publicist and myself, we come to the event. Not much of a fashion show, so we left.
So he actually is leaving the event. So while he's leaving the event, I decide to, go outside and yell his name. I'm like, hey, Ryan, and he turns around and, we talk.
Long time no see.
I know. What brought you out?
Well, I was invited to some fashion event. Something. I think I was sent to it on DM or my DM or something. I decided to come out. So, yeah, where I'm leaving.
You know what? Like, I don't know what happened with us way back when. I know we shared the same publicist, and I just know that there might have been something in my ear saying that Ryan was talking about me and saying, you know, this whole giving you this basically like Devo, like I'm better than him and all this and that.
Well, at the end of the day, I think and I'll tell anybody, you know me, you knew my number. If you heard something that could have been addressed to me,
Right.
Could have contacted me and said, hey, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that, and you hear from the horse's mouth. But I mean, I'm definitely at a point where I'm like, I let bygones be bygones. I'm not chasing drama, I'm chasing checks. At the end of the day, that's just what it is.
Yeah. You know, I could have reached out and said what
you could.
What was supposed to happen, but the publicist, you know, she kind of gave me this ultimatum. It was kind of like, once I stopped dealing with someone, you know, I basically
and where's that
you to stop dealing
today?
with them. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Nowhere, basically.
Exactly.
So, you know, and it's unfortunate that's how it is in Atlanta, you know.
So sometimes you have to have your own mind and don't let anyone dictate your mind. Because that person is nowhere today where she will continue to be. And I'm continuing to grow and continue to build my brand, and you have an issue with me over something that shouldn't even have an issue. So, and if I wouldn't have been here today, then there still would have been an issue. I don't have an issue with you. I don't really have an issue with anybody. I don't beef with nobody. The only person I beef with is my bank account when it's low.
So, you know, I catch up with him. We're hashing it out about the situation. You know, I told him, you know, I don't know what went on between, you know, him and the publicist, but my loyalty was to the publicist. You know, I wasn't gonna really fool with him because of that. So he tries to clap back about, you know, you shouldn't allow people to dictate you and everything like that. But here's the thing. My publicist is loyal to me. I'm loyal to my publicist. I don't know what y'all got going on. I don't burn business relationships, but I'm gonna be on my publicist side. It is what it is. She doing things for me. She's opening doors for me. So what are you doing for me? You understand what I'm saying? So I extend the olive branch. I'm like, let bygones be bygones. You know, I'm like, hey, I'm putting together a group of people. We're trying to change the Atlanta fashion community. I'm like, I'm actually having this dinner. It's called Dine to the Nines dinner. I do it annually. It's with a lot of fashion influencers. Hey, would you like to come?
I get what you're saying. Now I do want to say that I typically I have strayed away from the Atlanta fashion industry just because it's not to a caliber of what I like and what I feel like it should.
Let me look into that.
Right. I do more stuff outside of Atlanta, but I still have this soft spot in my heart for Atlanta. So I kind of got a little circle of people that, you know, we're working, we're doing a few things. I don't want to bore you with the antics or whatever the case may be, but I really do think that you should meet them. You know, I'm probably going to be having a little dinner that's called Dines to the Nines, and I really think that you should be there. I think you are very influential to the Atlanta fashion community. You know, although we have not spoken, I still see that you do, you know, the celebrities, the hot celebrities on TV. So I feel like, why not incorporate people who have the experience, who are working with those entities, and, you know, just see if you're
I'm not really one to do groups. I'm not really one to be a part of a group. Pierre was inviting me. He was telling me about these group of people. I'm not really looking for them. You know, I'm not really looking for friends. He was telling about these people that I should meet.
The people that I work with, they're not a part of this whole, like, messy, I do this, I do that. They're just people who want to do it. And they're people who want to elevate their brands, and they're people who show more action than talk. You know what I mean? So you think it over.
And is this group producing checks?
So the first thing he asked me Are they getting checks? Are they getting checks?
I am at a point in my life, in my career, where if I'm connecting with people, it's about getting a check.
Just have connections, because what's the point of networking with a group of people who ain't doing that ain't networking?
No, we're not. That's not what we're doing. And Rome was never built in a day. So that I feel like this whole am I producing checks or not, that for people who are broke in the mind. Like, because I don't count other people's bank accounts.
It's not being broke in the mind, but at the end of the day, our entity is
everybody.
If you get invited to a red carpet event, you know, let's say it's a red carpet event in Atlanta. Are you gonna ask the person that invited you to the event, are they getting a check? That sounds dumb, dirty, and dusty.
Let me ask you this. So you go in a room in a ball or a gala, and you know, people are like, hey, you know, I'm the investment banker for Caldwell Bank or whatever the case may be, or Bank of America. Are you producing checks? Is that the first thing you ask them? Do you ask them that? So why is it that with black people, and I'm gonna say this because this is our blacks, this is what we do to each other. We say, oh, are y'all producing checks? What's going on? Da 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 da. Let's see what's on the table first. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. But let's not get on the is it producing checks, because everybody can stand for meeting somebody and growing with somebody.
Absolutely, who can help them get a check.
Correct.
So it is about checks. At the end of the day.
I don't want to die to no motherfucking nine. With who?
Possible.
That boy get money.
Possible. He get money.
That's what I do know. He get money.
You think so?
So
I don't think so. I know so.
Thank you.
His bank account. How do people be in their bank account? How do people be in people's bank accounts and know who's getting money? That's the thing. It's too much check chasing. People's always in people's bank accounts.
That's what you're
I'm
supposed
getting
to do,
money.
chase a
No,
check.
you check chasing people's checks.
I said something about, you know, are these people getting checks? And he starts talking about, do you walk into a room of investors asking the investors, do they get checks? Bitch, no. But am I walking into a room of investors? No, I'm walking into a room of people that you want me to network with, who I don't know who the none of them are.
Are you getting a check? Like, let me tell you something. He's like, oh, this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking like, you know what? This is the reason why. I just remember. This is why I stopped with you before. It wasn't because of the publicist. It was because of the bull that you spew out of your mouth every damn time.
I just asked for this.
KL Allen checks.
I just asked for this group of people getting money. I mean, it just is what it is.
You asking that because why?
Because I don't have time to waste. That's why I ask. Again, once you get your panties out your butt, maybe we can redeem and we can have this conversation again. Oh, I'm very professional. I am very professional. I am very professional. I am very professional. Check my resume.
Check mine too. IMDb, New York Fashion Week.
Yeah, it's about
London
3
Fashion
bullets
Week,
long.
Paris Fashion Week. Let's talk. It's about 3. The same celebrities that you have styled, same people wore my clothes. What's the difference?
One time. And that says a lot about your clothes.
Erica, she walked in my fashion week show. One time, Kenya Moore. One time, who else? Fantasia. One time, Maya. One time, Gospel Group Mary. One time, people still hit me up. One time, New York Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, Africa Fashion Week. Because I stopped, guess what, boo-boo? I stopped doing reality TV stars. Because guess what I'm trying to do? Oscars, Emmys, all Grammys.
Well, good luck. You got a long road ahead.
Yeah, you got a long road because you ain't styling nobody on the Oscars, Grammys, and nothing. Keep doing the reality show and holla at me. Thanks.
Thank you so much for watching Fashionaires of Atlanta, and always to remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below and hashtag Shady Sundays. We look forward to seeing you once again.